council meeting. And at this time, we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And Tony Space, if you would lead us in the invocation when we're done.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Father, as we begin this meeting tonight, I just pray that you will lead every decision that we make here tonight. Every word that comes out of our mouth, every thought that goes across our brain, please you and bring you on. Father, I lift up our mayor and the council, and I pray for wisdom. What we do here tonight will make Madisonville a better place to live. Father, be with our first responders, keep them safe, protect our citizens, and always forgive our sins in Christ's name.
Can we have a roll call?
Yes, sir. Misty Cavanaugh. Adam Townsend.
Here.
Tony Space. Frank Stevenson. Sorry. Amy Cruz.
Present.
Chad Mincer.
Here.
Mayor, we do have a quorum.
Okay, we'll start with the approval of the minutes from March 15, 2020, or 2021.
The regular meeting of the Madisonville City Council was held at the City Council Chambers at 77 North Main Street on March 15, 2021 at 4:30 p.m. It was called to order by Mayor Kevin Cotton. We had the Pledge of Allegiance and invocation by Councilmember Tony Space. The mayor and all council members were present. We had approval of the minutes of March 1st, 2021, approval of bills and payroll. We have report from our auditor, Teresa Jones, which was adopted by council. We had, I'm sorry, the roll call, Mr. Townsend, okay, I'm sorry, I missed that. Department reports, fire department and police department. First reading of an ordinance was done for the amended Chapter 97 of the City of Madisonville Code of Ordinance relating to garbage and refuse. Resolution declaring pumps as surplus property was approved. Resolution to accept bid for scrap remote read meters were approved. A resolution to declare computers as surplus was approved. We had a permission to apply for a Pride Recycling Grant was approved. Appointment of Emily McInerney to Tourism Advisory Board was approved, and an adjournment.
Are there any corrections to the minutes? Do I have a motion to approve the minutes for the regular meeting on March 15, 2021? A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next is the approval of minutes from the March 24th City Council Special Call Meeting in reference to public agencies.
It was called to order by Mayor Kevin Cotton, and mayor and all council members were present. And then we just had budget requests from different entities, and we had an adjournment.
Is there any corrections or comments about the March 24th, 2021 meeting? Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the March 24th, 2021 meeting?
So move.
Do I have a second? I have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we'll move into the approval of bills and payroll.
General fund, total general fund is $143,985.08. Total sanitation of $70,866.72. Total electric utility is $63,256.78. Total water filter is $70,526.20, and total wastewater collection and treatment of $92,587.71. We have an estimated biweekly payroll of governmental $47,402, police $127,782, fire $130,741, transportation of $34,358, cemetery of $6,484, park $15,222, sanitation of $33,369, light fund $81,456, wastewater treatment of $17,089, wastewater collection of $32,376, water and filter of $45,203, for a total estimated biweekly payroll of $571,485.
Have a motion to approve the bills and payroll?
So moved.
Have a motion, do I have a second? Have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we'll go into old business. We have a second reading of the ordinance amending Chapter 97 of the City of Madisonville Code of Ordinances relating to garbage and refuse.
Section 97.02 of the City of Madisonville Code of Ordinances hereby amended to read as follows. Under rate and charges, each residential customer should be furnished 1/2 cubic yard toter and charged a solid waste collection fee of $23.75 per month. And then we are going to go down to each commercial customer shall be charged in accordance with the following schedule for solid waste collection, transportation, or disposal services. For a 2 cubic yard container, the number of pickups per month is 1. For 4 containers is $31.13. For 2 containers is $62.27. 3 is $93.40. 4 is $124.53, and 5 is $155.67. And then for the 4 cubic yard containers, for the number of containers per customer, for 1 container is $62.27. For 2 is $124.53. For 3 is $186.80. For 4, $249.06, and for 5 is $311.33. For the 6 cubic yard container, for 1 container is $93.40. 2 is $186.80, 3, $280.20, 4, $373.60, 5 is $467. 8 cubic yard container, for 1 container is $124.53, 2 is $249.06, 3, $373.60, 4, $498.13, and 5 is $622.66. The container boxes shall be rented, that stays the same. After the expiration of the initial 5-year rental period, there shall be an additional rental charge of $5 per day. For an additional rental charge of $15 for each day thereafter. In addition to the base rental, a tipping fee of $26.72 shall be charged per ton for the contents of each container. The fee for solid waste delivered to the transfer station during regular hours shall be $26.72 per ton, with a minimum fee of $15 per delivery.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the ordinance relating to the Madisonville Code of Ordinances relating to the garbage and refuse?
So moved.
Do I have a second? I have a motion and a second. Do I have any questions? All right, if not, Kim, can we have a roll call?
Yes, sir. Adam Townsend?
Here, yes. Sorry, I'm
No, you're fine.
still.
Tony Space?
Yes.
Frank Stevenson? Amy Cruz? And Chad Mincer?
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Next, we'll move into new business. We have a resolution to accept the bid for the marpark maintenance building.
Whereas the City of Madisonville advertised bids for marpark maintenance building to be opened on March 16, 2021 at 10:00 a.m. And whereas the City of Madisonville received 2 bids, one from Downey Professional of $223,000 and one from Garrigan Construction of $248,207. Whereas Downey Professional was the lowest and best bid received and met all the specifications that were required by the City of Madisonville, now therefore be it resolved that the City Council accepts and awards the bid to Downey Construction for the marpark maintenance building in the amount of $223,000.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the bid for the marpark maintenance building? Do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Are there any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. And my understanding on that is it will be moving forward relatively quickly and be about a 90-day process, is that?
Correct.
So hopefully we'll see that moving forward real quick. Next is item for discussion, approval of funding and application for World Changers.
World Changers has approved to add the City of Madisonville to their calendar for the dates of June 28, 2021 to July 3, 2021. In the event that we want to do this with World Changers, we need to approve the application and the funding up to $20,000 for the materials for the minor home repairs.
So do I have a motion to approve the funding and application for World Changers?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Are there any questions? If not, I'll,
This is, just clarifying, this is funding out of the current fiscal year.
that is correct.
And this will also, will this be given to them, or will they send the receipts in and we pay it that way? Is that how?
I'm thinking that the receipts will be sent here for us to pay, because we don't give them money. We just, now, we will have to have a board to approve whatever, yes,
Applications.
yes, that we receive. If the application process will be going out, if it's approved tonight, that we will let the application process go out, we'll put it in for the messenger to, put that out for us, but we will be getting those applications in.
And we do know, we've heard that World Changers will have somebody that will help select those to allow for them to make sure that they can get those jobs completed. So they'll send somebody in, they'll look at the applications, they'll look at the job sites to determine if it's something that they can get accomplished in the few days that they're going to be here to work. They don't want to take on a job that they're not going to be able to complete. So they will be a big part of that board. All right, so we have a motion and a second. Any other questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we have approval of mowing for the water tanks.
Okay, Alan Todd had sent out quotes to have quotes done for the mowing for the water tanks. The lowest quote was from TJ's Lawn Care, and TJ's Lawn Care is owned by city employee Robert James. He is an employee at the water filter, and although the process does not have to be bid, because it will be under $30,000, but since it is a city employee, we need to get this approved by city council. And I have the 3 quotes that he did receive there. TJ's Lawn Care was one of the, it's $500 bi-weekly for the mowing season.
I have a motion to approve the resolution to accept the TJ's Lawn Care quote for mowing of the water tanks.
I'll move.
Do I have a second? I have a motion and a second. Are there any questions?
Is there any problem with that, Joe? No. No more questions.
I think we just have to bring it before council.
We just needed to bring it before council because it is a city employee that would be receiving that contract. But it is the lower of the 3 bids.
Always been a bid contract?
No. This is the first time a city employee has been awarded the contract
This is a normal.
for the water tanks
We never have to bid it.
because we've never ran into a city employee that's,
I've asked him to get 3 quotes on it because it was a city employee, and just to make sure we're not showing him a bias.
so we have a motion and a second. Are there any other questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we'll move into some proclamations. We actually have 2 of those. The first one will be Arbor Day. We have, the Arbor Day was held on Friday for the city of Madisonville, and that was out at marpark. And the proclamation reads, whereas the holiday called Arbor Day originated in 1872 when J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, And whereas Arbor Day is now observed through the nation and the world, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, lower our heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our city and county increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. And whereas Madisonville, the county seat of Hopkins County, has been designated a Tree City USA for over 2 decades now, and now therefore be it resolved that I, Kevin Cotton, Mayor of the City of Madisonville, Kentucky, hereby proclaim April 2nd, 2021 as Arbor Day. So presented on this 5th day of April 2021 in Madisonville, Kentucky. And we do have a representative of the tree board here with us. So we want to say thank you very much for all that you do. And we appreciate the hard work that the tree board does for the city of Madisonville. And you all have planted trees, we learned, throughout the entire city, and even throughout the county as well. But throughout the city, you all have planted trees about anywhere you can imagine. And we want to say a great big thank you for that. And we look forward to working with the tree board in the near future. So thank you very much.
And it was entirely appropriate to have the mayor dedicate a bald site.
I was waiting for somebody to say that, but. So we did have a city attorney that was present with us. So our next one will be, and if you don't mind to stick around, we'll get a picture before you leave, if that's okay. And then our next one is a proclamation on child abuse. And serving as a foster parent in the state of Kentucky for the past 18 years and having almost 50 children in and out of our home over those years, I can tell you that when I read this proclamation to you, it's going to talk about different things that happen to kids and the effect that it has on children. And I can tell you firsthand the damage that is created being exposed to abuse, no matter whether it's physical abuse, whether it's sexual abuse, whether it's neglect from maybe malnourishment, or there's several different types of abuse. And we have seen throughout our years a little bit of all of those. And so the work that we have some representatives with CASA here with us, and I would like to say thank you for all that you all do. We have had some CASA workers in our home, and they were huge advocates for the children that we've had in our home. And sometimes they need advocates because the policies don't always line up with the child, and you all see that in the work that you do. So a big thank you goes to all of you all and the volunteers that it take to be that voice for those children. The proclamation reads, whereas National Child Abuse Prevention Month will be recognized throughout the United States as well as in the Commonwealth of Kentucky during the month of April 2021. And whereas preventing child abuse and neglect is a community problem that depends on involvement among people throughout the community to help strengthen families and nurture our children. Whereas child abuse and neglect can be reduced by making sure each family has the support that they need to raise their children in a healthy environment. And whereas child abuse is one of our nation's most serious public health problems, with scientific studies documenting the link between the abuse and neglect of children in a wide range of medical, emotional, psychological, and behavioral disorders. And whereas effective child abuse prevention programs succeed because of partnerships created among state and local government agencies, schools, faith communities, civic organizations, law enforcement agencies, and the business community. And now therefore be it resolved that I, Kevin Cotton, Mayor of the City of Madisonville, Kentucky, do hereby proclaim April 2021 as Child Abuse Prevention Month. and urge all citizens to increase their participation in our efforts to prevent child abuse and strengthen our communities. Again, a big thank you goes out to you all, and a big thank you goes out to the tree board. Would either of you all like to have an opportunity to address the council?
I have a few words.
If you just step up to the mic right there, state your name.
Yes, sir.
My name's Dan Hutchins, and we are very appreciative of this council, by the way. This is a well-run town, and I want to just take my hat off to all of you. We appreciate our first responders and everyone in this town and this county, really do. So CASA, we've had over 900 children suffer abuse and neglect in a year in our 6-county area. We just are in the process of taking on Muhlenberg County in addition to our other 5 counties. We have Henderson, Crittenden, Union, and Webster, and we're about to take on Muhlenberg. The state of Kentucky has been the worst state in the nation for a few years in the area of child abuse, and subsequently, city of Hopkins County has been one of the worst counties in our state a few years running. I'm not sure about this past year, so, but it's hard to imagine, but Hopkins County can sometimes be one of the worst counties in the country for child abuse. It's hard to imagine, but there's so much we can do to help children that have a CASA to speak for them in the family court system, and to help through the foster care system, which we are so appreciative of foster parents. They come out so much better statistically in every area than the kids that don't have a CASA assigned. And as with most things like this, unfortunately, we have so few volunteers. It is a time and effort on each person, time consumption for them. But it's a work that's so valuable, and we work directly with the family court system and the social workers here in our town. And so we just appreciate you giving us a recommendation and for your time. If you ever, we can report abuse, and we can tell people how to get involved by joining in to volunteer. If you know of anybody that might be interested, we'll get them signed up. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Would you like to speak on behalf of the tree board? Do you have anything you all would like to?
Hi, my name is Debbie Allen. I've been on the tree board now for, I don't know, dozens of years. We also, just as you said, thank you all so much for supporting us in our effort. Some years we do more than other years, and if you all are interested in seeing some of our past work, since this year's been kind of off, Tree Board on their Facebook posted a lot of our past trees. If you're interested, you can go on Facebook and for the Tree Board, Madisonville Tree Board, and see some of our past work. But we have been so fortunate and to have the support of you all, and we want you to know that each one of us on the board feels very privileged to have this obligation to make trees do all the things that you said that they do in our city. So thank you again.
Thank you. Again, both of these boards and entities are volunteer driven. So if there is someone that is out there that is looking for a purpose and looking for a way to be involved, both organizations would love to have your assistance. And I know that the children that would be touched by those volunteers, their lives will be changed forever. So again, if you have that opportunity, please reach out to CASA or the tree board. With that being said, I do have a thank you letter that I would like to read. Chief Dunning is not with us today, but I did receive this in the mail this past week, and it is from the First General Baptist Church at 900 West Center Street here in Madisonville. And it says, Mayor Cotton, on behalf of the Madisonville First General Baptist Church, we would like to personally thank you and Fire Chief John Dunning for the quick response to our facility on February the 21st, 2021, during a natural gas leak. The fire department personnel were very professional and thorough. They vacated our facility in a matter of minutes and did a complete search throughout. They also contacted Atmos Energy for assistance. After the all clear was given, we were allowed to re-enter the building. We were very grateful for the caliber of firefighters serving the Madisonville Fire Department. Once again, thank you for coming to our aid, and may God continue to watch over and protect the first responders of Madisonville, Kentucky. Respectfully, Gary Travis. So just wanted to kind of make sure that we read that for you all to know that our fire department is doing a fantastic job in the community. With that being said, Adam is here, so do we have a motion for adjournment?
So move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second.
I'm glad
We
you took
stand
care of it
adjourned.
last time, Tyler.
If you all don't mind to stick around for a